Hey, so do you have a product build up but are not sure about launching it out because you feel that people will not notice it and buy it? Well, it's actually the most important step, because if this goes wrong, then your product will silently die. And I am going to cover the whole launch process in three very basic simple steps. The first step is going to be choosing the launch type. Is it going to be a soft launch or a big launch? The soft launch is usually the one that is less costlier, very quiet, and usually meant for testing. So it very basic example will be a bakery shop that first goes offline and sells in a neighborhood, gets the feedback, and then goes online. And it's very good if you don't want your competitors to be alerted very early on. The second is the big launch, completely opposite. It needs a lot of money, it needs a lot of data and distribution, because you need to be very sure of the product. A very good example will be the launch of an Apple iPhone. It's less of a launch and more of an event. So the big campaigns and ads and everything in events from day one. The second thing is actually building anticipation before you go to the real world launching. So a small crowd of people is already waiting for the product before you launch. And you can do this by putting out teasers on your social media handles, by something exciting is coming with a blurred photo of your product. Or you can make these WhatsApp announcement channels or Instagram list where you ask people that, hey, if you fill out this Google form, you will get this much discount on the first few products when we launch on this many days. And then I think the next step would be very easy. That's involving people. You can use the very basic feature of YouTube and Instagram, that's poll. So a very good example will be a coffee shop. When they open on the first day, they ask people on Instagram via a poll that what should be our opening day flavor. Should it be the vanilla, the hazelnut, or chocolate, or what it should be. So you involve people in that process, and people, they feel more connected. Always remember that people, they stick to brands that make them feel seen. अगर उन्हें ऐसा लगता है कि ये ब्रांड हमारे साथ थी थ्रू आउट द प्रोसेस, वी हैव सीन द जर्नी, दे ऑलवेज फील मोर कनेक्टेड. तो आई फील द एग्जाम्पल दैट आई टॉक्ड अबाउट द प्रीवियस वीडियो, शूटिंग द BTS फ्रॉम अ वेरी अर्ली स्टेज इज गोइंग टू बी अ very good inoculum for you. It will initiate the process, ignite it like a fire. Then the third step and the most important one is treating your first few customers, 30-50 customers, like they are the VVIPs. And by just, always sending them a personalized bookmark for the first few months when they buy from you, or sending them a personalized thank you video for the first time when they buy from you, or sending them a thank you note or an extra product from your site and thanking them in a way. And when they will post it out online that, what, this brand, they sent me this, how sweet of them, it becomes free marketing for you. Now you know everything about how to launch it the right way, because it's only 3 steps. Pehla hai choosing the launch type. You just choose it. Second is building the anticipation so that already a small crowd is waiting. Third is making your first customer feels like they are the OGs, they are the god of your company. So you treat them like they're everything. Now there are 2 mistakes that you have to avoid while you're launching. The first one is the timing. If you launch at a time when people are not aware of the problem your product is solving, you will end up educating them but not selling. Example, Tata Salt, they just didn't sell iodine salt randomly. The government was actually teaching and putting a lot of efforts in telling people that iodine is important for your body, and goiter was a havoc at that point of time. When government was telling people were like, yeah, now we need to find for some iodine salt, and Tata just came up with that. So it was perfect timing. The second thing I feel should be analyzing the competitive gap in the market before you actually enter. So you should be aware of where am I standing right now and what is my competitor's biggest weakness before you enter. So like, let's say my competitor is very costly, so price point becomes my entry point. There's a barrier out there, right? That price is too much, so a certain section of society can't afford it. So my entry point becomes price. Or if their biggest problem is that they don't offer good customer service, your biggest entry point is the good customer service. So you don't have to be good at everything. Just identify one single gap out there in the market that they have left open, and you just go out and make that one gap your biggest strength. And I don't know if that's good or not, but like, I feel like you should be your competitor's customer for some time and just analyze that how your competitor is in general with the customers out there. What are they doing good? What are they doing right? What are they doing wrong? Before you actually start or launch your own product. And you'll get a lot of knowledge about what are they doing right, what are they doing wrong, and everything else. So the next video is going to be about marketing, and this was not a marketing one. So it was only how to launch a product. In the next video, we're going to talk about how to actually market a product so that people are completely aware of it after the launch. So we'll meet in the next one. Until then, okay, bye.